Hello, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 86 of Hollow Knight Silksong Blind. Last time, we went to Deep Docks and used that magma bell that we saw earlier to descend into the abyss. And we explored the abyss. So, without further ado, let's go further into the abyss. Because I don't know what's going to happen. Watch out, we're going to have to fight Grandmother Silk round 2. Here you lie, Monarch, sunk so deep, yet still you cling to life. Would you let your lands be cloaked black, just to protect her? Spider dear, what a delight to have you visit. It is oh so lovely here at the bottom of the world. I cannot share your mirth, child. Your small rebellion above now causes this kingdom's collapse. Letting you leave was my rebellion, Spider. I've denied my mother your seeking strength. I've won. She can thrash and rest and know her pathetic broken child caused their mortal wound. Rejoice and let it all come down. I will not. I have already stood the sentinel for one dying land. That role I will never play again. Wait. Yeah, wait, so is this a sequel or a prequel to Hollow Knight? I don't know. Damn it! Why is every land I associate with dying in some way, shape, or form? Hollow Nest? Not Farloom? What really? Why is everything I touch turned to trash? Well, I live and possess the strength to resist this kingdom, and all its bugs will not fail. And it's always the void! That's the common denominator here! Spider! What a marvelous specimen you are! You fight and fight, heedless as the world crumbles around you. Farloom and her bugs will be crushed to dust, and still you will be valiantly swinging your blade. There may still be a way to prevent this fate. I will claim the hidden power, the bloom that repels the dark. Those snails share some fault in this snare. Grohl was right! Damn it! If only we had listened to Grohl! But seriously, the fact that basically just according to the one snail shaman, he was like, basically that one cousin, that one snail shaman, he went down into the depths to convince Grohl of an alliance. Grohl saw the writing on the wall. Grohl was the hero of the story. Those snails share some fault in the snare, and their callous use of the void. They shall help me now to seek its counter. In return, child, when I bear the strength to die below and cut this land finally free from your mother's grasp. Escape the abyss, which is easier said than done, considering that, well, we're kind of trapped in the abyss. It's not like we can use the bell. But really, at moments like this, I just wish we had Void Heart. Void Heart would make everything just so much safer. I can't but wonder how the Shade would react to this. I mean, I don't think the Shade would be fighting the Void. The Shade is the Void. Though really, it's interesting though how this game is really subverting just how we perceive the Void, because basically we kind of took it for granted that basically the Void was more or less on our side. That we were the Void. But for being like Hornet, the Void is basically, as well as every other bug, the Void is arguably just as bad, if not worse than the Radiants. Because I mean, when the Void's basically pretty much usurping control of of the light of divine beings, basically just usurping their lands. Okay, that was a close one. So that just goes to show you just how powerful Grandmother Silk is. I mean, the Radiance, she gets consumed by the Void, and basically she's just gone. She's not coming back.
Meanwhile, basically, Grandmother Silk, she's just actively fighting it. So yeah, could you imagine what would happen if, at the end of Hollow Knight, basically, the Void... Yeah, if basically the Radiance didn't... Sorry, if the Radiance resisted the Void, and basically the Void fuses with the infection... So the Weavers had association with the Void. They're associated with everyone. They're Light, the Void. What weren't they? Who weren't they associated with? Weaverness Absalom. Yeah, well, it seems like this place has been long abandoned. Farsight. Retracted Weaver surveillance instrument. Once assembled, the device will allow observation over a vast distance. A Farsight can be assembled at home. Yeah, so at this point, now we receive essentially a flashlight. Okay, I'm not gonna go there yet. A rune scroll depicting Void given form. Void tendrils. Lasting fragments of pure darkness. Shaped into tendrils. Sharpened tendrils. The Void that will claim all things. In the barred form it chooses its nature can be seen clear. Yeah, what, are we gonna have to fight another one? I remember the first Sinner. Silk Soar. Hold down in ZL. Fling the needle upwards and launch to tremendous heights. Okay, so this is probably our version of Crystal Heart. Okay, I can definitely see a lot of utility with this. And no! Okay, this is that other area. So we did in the end obtain a vertical version of basically the Crystal Heart. Kind of funny how basically I was musing on that way back in episode 1. Okay, we've already been there. But this still doesn't answer the question of how we're going to get out of here. Actually... Okay, I don't think they're coming. Ah. we gonna get out of here? I mean, at the very least, a map would be nice. A rune depicting... Yes! Thank you! Oh... Okay, so from the look of it, we're going to just need to use our ability to just rocket out of the abyss. Okay, yeah, we already went in there. Okay, this should rocket us all the way back up. Oh, it just feels awkward using this control. Okay, let's get out of here.
This one disturbs me. There's something in its simplicity. Do I almost feel fear? What the hell even is that thing? Of course I'm gonna feel fear. It's disgusting and unnatural.
Okay, we're almost out. What's down there, out of curiosity? I think we already checked that out, but I just want to be on the safe side. Yep. Okay, it looks like we're not going back in that bell. I just wanted to check the map. Okay. Anything? In silence your voice, in darkness your form. We hire who you see you seeking. Our shells yearn for your embrace. Okay, it seems like this is just a shortcut. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, come on! Okay, I had to downward bounce. And that was all my fault, because I had to rush it. Just because I want to get out of the abyss. I want to just get out of the abyss. I want to see what else we've got going on. It's like, too bad, mother effer, you're going back down to the pits. I'm just trying to maneuver out of this. It's a tight space. You know what? No. Magma Bell, you're going on. Wait, why were my other notches just disabled? Yeah, no wonder I felt like my healing was a little off. Or why my dice weren't popping. Give us at least a place to sit, a place to stand, a place to repose. I mean, really. Make us do this entire string perfectly. I mean, I understand that this is Act 3, and the baby gloves are really off. Look, I can understand a dramatic moment like this, but come on! Let's escape! Let's escape in peace, for crying out loud! Please, let that be a checkpoint! it getting lighter? More orange? Oh, yes, it is! In the lava! Thank you, Magma Bell! How much higher is this thing? At least the game was merciful enough to give us a checkpoint there. Hey, did we deal with enough of this on Mount Faye? I'm out. Okay. So it seems we're in a new area. At least the lava has stopped rising. Where's this magma technically? Because we're beneath the ground. Okay. Okay, it seems we're in a deeper section of deep docks. Though now what? Escape the abyss. Return to Farloom. We're already back in Farloom. But anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. Like to be a like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want with that. I'll see you next time. Bye.